How's it going, fam? Welcome back to Erica's EDC. It is a cold and rainy Sunday, so I figured it'd be a perfect day to sit back and watch a review on a knife and a leather slip and just talk about EDC gear. We love it, right? Perfect day for it. Guys, today we are going to do the full review of the Blue Jane, which is a custom recover done by Josh Francis at KnifeGuy Mods. This model is called the Blue Jane. We're going to do the review of this because I carried it for the whole month of October. We're just about done with the month, so I figured I would do the review. And we also carried this slip here, this pocket organizer by Three Sons Leather Company. I've been carrying this all month as well, so we're going to talk about both of them and just do a little review, okay? Before we do that, I do want to go over another knife that I'm carrying today real quick, though. This is in a slip from Georgia Adventurer, EDC Leatherworks. Randy makes these cool coffin slips. This one is in Catalina leather. And inside of it, I have, I'm sure you know what that is, a Great Eastern Cutlery bullnose. Very nice Sodbuster model. And I have the Be No One bead on there from Archie over at KnifeGuy Machine Company. I kind of like the modern twist on this. Like, it's a very traditional, old school knife with carbon steel and patina and everything. And then you have this, like, you know, new age bead on there. I think it looks kind of cool. It's different. It's unique. So I'm carrying that as well today because I put this bead on there this morning. So, yeah, we also have that in the pocket. Seeing how these new beads do on like more old style knives. But anyway, let's talk about the Blue Jane first because this is very exciting. We tested the Slater model last month. This month we did the Blue Jane. The Blue Jane is basically blue denim micarta. You can get it with or without liners. I opted for white liners and then the brass liners from the original Sodbuster Jr. as well. And it just looks like a pair of blue jeans. And we do have a carbon steel blade on there that picked up some really nice patina throughout the month. Very cool. This denim micarta is from Shade Tree Custom Composites. That's a company that we are getting the supplies from. They seem like very good people. I believe that is the same company that we are working with to make a custom material for some scales that is still in the works. And Josh is kind of like the puppeteer of all of this, but I'm in the loop about it. And they just seem like very cool people. Small family-owned business here in the States. So they're the ones that make the materials for our builds. But this is the Blue Jane. She did amazing throughout the whole month. Basically very similar to the Slater, just, you know, different materials with the blue denim micarta and the white liners. I still got the half stop integrated into this, just like the Slater. And, the only difference is really this is carbon steel. My Slater is true sharp. Nothing changed about this at all throughout the testing. We carried it for the whole month of October. It is still very, you know, well put together. Nothing came apart, nothing separated. Action is still the same. Great lockup, great snappy action. Still centered. Perfect. It's amazing. Josh is doing really incredible work over in his little workshop. And I think it's just so cool to have these, you know, custom options available for the Sodbusters because they're such cheap knives. Literally, you can pick one up for $39 with the Delrin covers, get it custom made to your liking, and you have a full-blown, you know, knife with your own characteristics and your own style and everything. It's very cool. But it feels incredible in hand. I noticed that the denim micarta stayed grippy throughout the entire month. It's more grippy than the vintage crosscut micarta for sure, and it's grippy when wet. I really like how it feels and how it fills the hand. I did halfway through the testing, maybe a little more than halfway through the testing, I put some beef tallow balm on this that had some beeswax and olive oil in it and honey. And just for the heck of it, I did put it on there to see what it would look like. And it kind of darkened the scales up a little bit. It didn't change them too much, but it seems to have made a nice protective kind of like cover on the scales. They're still taking a patina, but I don't know, it just made them a little softer and a little darker, I guess. And I feel like it brought out the blue color more, because these really started to turn gray from the patina. And for some reason that treatment with that beef tallow balm brought the blue out again. So you can really see it's like a nice, dark, rich blue, like a blue pair of jeans. But for a while it was very gray and dingy from using it so much. But it just did incredible. Another fantastic build from Josh. The action is still great. Everything is still wonderful. I noticed also in using this that the carbon steel definitely is better than the True Sharp. You have to really sharpen this quite a bit to get to some workable steel, in my opinion. But once I gave it like a good couple of sharpenings, this thing did incredible. And it's holding an edge very well for being, you know, kind of like cheap carbon steel. Heat treated very low. So I'm really impressed with it. It's keeping a good edge. It's easy to strap back. The whole thing just looks amazing to me. I ran it in a Richter Knives blue denim grid slip for most of the month. This is his model called the 9, and I thought that these looked really cool together. Definitely have like an American flag theme going. I really like the stitching on the 9. I think the whole thing is very cool. So I ran this like this configuration for most of the month, and then a few times I used some other slips because I have so many from Michael Richter. But please check out Richter Knives. He does the world's best leather work. I will link him down in the description below. We want him doing leather work full time by the end of the year. You guys hear me say that all the time. We're the ones that are going to get him there. So please hit him up, get on his books. He does really good stuff, and he can make slips that literally match your knife. Him and Josh know each other. You can, you know, match your knife and the liners and everything to the stitching and the what have you of the slip. Sorry for the aggressive hand movement. Someone like a month ago was like, you move your hands too much. I'm Italian, it happens, okay? We're very charismatic with our talking. I would have to sit like this and talk if I didn't want to move my hands, and I just, that makes me uncomfortable. So yeah, I really have nothing negative to say about this build. I have no cons. I think Josh is doing incredible work. I've mentioned this before, but I'll mention it again. If you are hearing about his work for the first time, he does it all by hand with hand tools in, you know, his house. This is not like a maker who has all of these special tools and stuff, you know, like Archie, for example, who makes, hold on, here's a better example. Archie from KnifeGuy Machine Company, who makes these pry bars and these cool beads, is also a one-man show. However, he has CNC machines and lathes and all of these fancy technology-fueled tools to make perfectly precise products over and over and over again, and they will never be out of spec. When you have someone custom making things by hand and everything is by hand, you have to remember it's not always going to be perfect, right? So as I've stated before, sometimes you get liner gaps because the liners, the brass liners from case can be pretty warped. Sometimes your centering may be a little bit off. It's just what happens, right? So please be mindful of the fact that Josh is doing this all with hand tools. He just started a couple months ago, and you may or may not have like very slight gaps and stuff. He will obviously keep you updated the whole time on the progress of your knife, and if it has, you know, a slight liner gap, or you know, if it's a little bit off center or something, he'll let you know, obviously, but just something to be mindful of when somebody's doing everything by hand, right? But another beautiful model from Josh. I will put his information down in the description below as well. Fantastic work. Very, very happy with what Michael and Josh are doing. It's awesome. Let's go over the slip here from Three Sons Leather, because I have something very exciting to share with you. we are going to do a small giveaway. Seth, the owner of this company, reached out to me on Instagram and asked if I would like to give one of these slips away on the channel because I liked this one so much, and I was like, heck yes. I think my viewers would love that. This is a very cool slip. I really like that it holds a larger flashlight and a pry bar. A lot of people are getting these pry bars from Archie, so it's really cool to have a slip that holds both items. They're not jingling around in your pocket. The pry bars are a little sharp, so riding this in your pocket without protection can definitely hurt sometimes. It can jab you, so I really like having the pocket organizer for it. But yeah, Seth is going to make one of these for the channel to give away. He's working on it right now. I think that was very cool of him to offer because I literally just met him through Instagram. But he makes great stuff. This is a very nice pocket slip. He makes one where you can put like a knife in the back as well, but I just wanted the simple one. And it's awesome. I think it's really cool to have too because there are not very many slips on the market that hold a KnifeGuy pry bar, and this one just seems like it was made for it. So I have my side piece riding in there. Most of the month I was riding my plain Jane bar in this slot, but I noticed that the side piece is much more robust and wider, and this came with a Bad Goods leather slip, and I just felt that this fit better in here, and I put the plain Jane bar in the Bad Goods slip because it fit better. So the last, week or so, I've been riding this down in here, and it fits absolutely perfectly. This does have a pocket clip too that you can utilize. You don't have to use a slip, but like I said, it's kind of pokey. So I ran this for the whole month. It's been amazing. The patina that it's taken is really nice. This is a very reddish colored slip. I really like the color of this leather. I don't have very much that is this tone, this shade. So very pretty, very well made. I also like the width of the stitching. Like if you notice, a lot of my stuff has closer together stitching. The actual stitches are smaller, and I think this looks kind of cool. It's like this big, spacey, robust, kind of rugged look, and I just think I don't know. I even like the font of the stamp. It kind of reminds me of like an old school type deal. It's reminds me of like my grandmother's knitting, maybe that's what it is. But it's fabulous. It molded perfectly to my tools. I did not change out the flashlight the entire month. I already have a review on this light. That's why it wasn't part of the testing, because I've already tested it before. It's just the best light that fit in this. Ooh, tighter than your mama. There we go. I ran the Streamlight Macro Stream the whole month in there. It fits clearly very snug in that flashlight slot. And I also felt that it was a good length and it kind of just meshed together well. But this is the kind of leather that kind of clicks when it molds the things. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. No, you probably didn't hear it that time. But it kind of clicks into here. Same with the pry bar. Hold on. Let's be quiet. Let's do ASMR for a second. Did you hear it? I don't know if you did. It's raining out. But it forms very nicely to your items. I really like this slip, and Seth has been a pleasure to work with so far. This was gifted to me from Jesse. He also got me this pry bar here. He gets most of the stuff for me, honestly, for the channel. But Seth has been very kind and has been talking to me. I've been posting some pictures and stuff of this, and he's just an absolute sweetheart. So really nice guy. Again, family-owned company here in the States, doing things by hand. Love supporting that. I would much rather support someone like that over the mass production companies like Benchmade and stuff like that. So very, very nice slip. I have nothing negative to say about this either. It is fabulous. And yeah, we will do a giveaway of one of these on the channel as soon as it comes in. I am thinking about maybe throwing something in with it. We will see. We'll see what we have, right? We'll see what we have. But yeah, there are some, little reviews for you for this fine Sunday. I need to go back inside, but I hope that you guys enjoyed that. It's always nice to make a little bit of content for you on a cozy Sunday, right? Please hit up Josh Francis at KnifeGuy Mods. I will put him in the description below. Please hit up Michael Richter from Richter Knives. I will put him in the description below. Please hit up Seth over at Three Sons Leather Company. I will put something of his in the description below. And if you build knives or you're looking into building knives, hit up Shade Tree Custom Composites. They make all of the G-Carta, Mi-Carta, G10, all the stuff that we use for these little builds. So, bunch of great people to follow, guys. I hope that you enjoyed. Go use your shit. Learn how to sharpen your knives. I will see you in the next video. I love you so, so much. Take care. I'll see you at your mama's house on Wednesday.